If you think Europe being a first world country is completely safe, then I really have this experience to share. This thing could happen to anyone who plans on traveling, not just in Europe, but it could be any other country. While I pray and hope that it never happens to any of y'all, in case it does happen to you, you should know what to do, and instead of just panicking and causing chaos, follow these steps. You should be able to sort things out in a much faster and smoother way. So on November 4th, 2025, we reached Budapest, which is in Hungary, in the afternoon at around 1:30 p.m. While we got our bags, booked a cab, and headed to our Airbnb, which was a 2 BHK apartment, it was about 2:30 in the afternoon. We were really hungry, so we decided to just keep our stuff in our bedrooms, pick whatever is required, and head out for lunch. The plan was simple for that night. We were going very easy because the following night we were bringing in Angad's birthday. So we decided let's just watch the Liverpool versus Real Madrid match that evening, have dinner, and then call it a night. So we headed out for lunch, followed by visiting a couple of beautiful attractions around the city. When it hit about 7 in the evening, Angad and Reese decided to head back to the apartment to start getting ready so that we don't delay for the match, while I stayed back to just get a feel of the city. Angad and Reese reached the apartment, and when they entered in, Angad noticed my bag to be open and the clothes scattered around. He checked his bag and he found the same, and Reese confirmed that it happened to him as well. Angad quickly went to check his bag where he had kept his money, and where my bag with the money was also there, but all of it was taken. He confirmed with Reese, and whatever cash was there with him was also taken. We had a break-in during peak afternoon busy hours. The apartment was located right in the middle of the city, and this was really shocking. I got a call and I rushed as soon as I could. While during this period, Angad reached out to the Airbnb host, who sent in an assistant to help us out with the situation, while we also reported this to the local cops, who acted really fast and reached the location. When I got to the building, there were cop vehicles already stationed, and when I reached up to the apartment, there was a police officer already waiting outside the entrance. While my passport was safe and the others too, I noticed that our perfumes were also taken, something we didn't anticipate. And while the cop asked us to wait till the investigators arrived, we were quite distressed. The investigators arrived soon, and they also had a translator with them who was very cooperative, and she reported that this has become quite a frequent thing in Budapest, which is quite scary. Involved spreading this powder all across the apartment to get some fingerprints, clicking pictures, recording our statements. All of this that we've seen in a crime movie, we were witnessing firsthand, and I guess it was just too much to digest. All we were planning was to have a fun reunion for the last 2 years, and when it finally happened, this is not what we wanted on the trip. This investigation went on for about 4 to 5 hours, and once they had everything as required, we were informed that we would have to report to the police headquarters the next day to meet with the senior detective, which we did the following day. And the senior detective was again quite kind and finalized the report and prepared the case sheet, and also gave us a copy which we were to use for insurance purposes. Something like this, like a theft or a break-in, could happen to anyone. You can't pre-plan. It's not our house to have the necessary security. And when you go to a first world country like Europe, you think that they're so advanced that it's pretty safe as compared to the lower tier countries. I guess it's not the case, and none of the three of us are first time travelers. We're all seasoned, so something like this had never happened to us before. So now that it has happened, it's a new learning for all of us, and I would like to share some learnings with all of you all. So number one, before you book your travel, there is a mandate that you should have a travel insurance. Now for me, a travel insurance always meant prioritize medical health, because on one of my trip, it didn't happen that I actually used my travel insurance for medical purposes. When you buy your travel insurance, apart from the medical, the loss of passport and baggage, you need this third component included with theft or home content burglary. This covers incidents like what just happened to us. While I didn't have this, it's a complete loss for me, but it's a complete learning that I will take throughout my life whenever I think of traveling. As soon as you see this, you encounter this incident, try to get some video footages of things you feel suspicious of, which can later help in the investigation. While you've already reached out to your host, shoot an email to the Airbnb company narrating the entire incident that happened, and also share your detail, share your host details, share your property link, and whatever you feel is necessary to make this case more stronger. The Airbnb guys are quite prompt, and they replied to us in a few hours. We were offered two options immediately. The first one was either they would shift us to a nearby Airbnb, or second, we could choose a hotel in the nearest radius and share those details with them. And once approved, we had to make the bookings and they would reimburse the same. We went with the second option because I found that to be much safer. Now, although it was very depressing because we had almost 7 more days to go until the entire vacation, and now we had no money, so it can get very stressful for some, or definitely for almost everyone. But again, it's life. It goes on. We had alternatives, and we carried on with the vacation, keeping that aside. And we really had a very good time. Many of you all reached out to me when I put out this story, and it was really kind. It really made me feel better, and you offered help, which I'm really thankful for. But in case any of you all ever encounter these things and you're lost, please, I'm very happy to help you out and with whatever information I can, and reach out to me in case you have any doubts, be it as simple as maybe your visa application or Schengen visa. If you need any help with that, I'm really happy to help you with that, because I don't want anyone to go through what I went in those few days. And yes, enough of this now. A lot of positive and happy tips, recommendations, suggestions coming your way about Europe, so you can have a baller time when you head there. And until then, take care and be safe. Tata, bye bye.